What's the deal? You know what I'm saying? What's the deal? You know, like, what's up? What's happening? What's the deal? It's a good day. You know, it feels good today. I gotta say, you know, I have to admit, it feels good. I took a couple of days off for no apparent reason other than I just had videos prepared, and so I didn't feel the need to record every day. Now I'm recording the day of again. But it's cool because I'm gonna do 2 30-minute sessions today to put myself back in the whoop wop, and I'll be alright. The break didn't even feel good. The break was stressful because I knew I should have still been recording videos to stay ahead of the curve, you know, to keep practicing, to stay fresh, to stay involved. When you don't do it, you know, it takes a while. There's something called inertia. Don't really know what that is, but it has something to do with resistance and just like the amount of time it takes to get going. And it's some fucking top level scientific shit, you know, probably above your pay grade. But I know that you gotta stay in the groove, you know, and I didn't stay in the groove, so now I'm trying to jump back in the groove and get groovy, and so we'll see how shit works out. I just wanna take it nice and slow. Baby, tell me what you wanna do with me. Got a nigga feeling like no man. Look. You know, every day in front of the camera is a good day, you know. Every day in front of the camera is a successful day. And I should treat it as such. Today calls for celebration. And so we shall celebrate. Today is the day of celebration because it is fucking January 3rd, 2024. Who would have thought I would be here this long? I remember there were days when I thought that I would die young, you know. Look at me now. I made it over 25. It's 2024. I'm here, I'm alive, I'm breathing. Life is good. You know what I'm saying? Life is good, you know. So what more can I ask for? What more can I ask for? So per usual, I don't have anything planned for this video. I do have something on my heart, per usual. So the challenge will be trying to communicate what's on my heart without being too personal, too sentimental, and putting too much of my business out on display in a very ghetto fashion. You know, without thinking too hard because I'm on the clock. You know, you can't think too hard when you only got 30 minutes to think and talk and come up with at least 15 minutes of content. You don't got long, buddy. Let's go. Basically what's on my heart is I've cut off a lot of people in my life. And it's not the easiest thing for me to do, but I will do it. And I will do it pretty fast. And I will do it to anybody. Like as it stands right now, as of January 3rd, 2024, I have zero contact with anybody who means anything to me in this world other than my twin boys. Do I want it like that? Yes and no. I want it like that because talking to people that is to take yourself out of the equation. Because one thing that doesn't seem like an option for me is to change how I feel. You know, how I feel about certain situations, or the things that anger me when I communicate with these people. For some reason, I don't have that much control over my emotions yet. So I'm working on that. Until I gain like the amount of control that I need to be around the people that I love without spazzing out, then I just have to do this shit by myself, you feel me? That's pretty much what it is. But I live with that pain every day of just, you know, not having nobody around and not being able to share the journey with anybody that's truly connected to me, you know, that I truly care about, that truly knows me, that I truly know. So it's hard, but it's something that I have to do. Everything happens for a reason, so it is what it is. It's another reason why I'm creating this vlog. I hate calling it a vlog, but it's another reason why I'm creating this vlog, because I need a way that I can spend time with people without actually spending time with people. You know? And not just family or people that I care about, but also all types of people, because I realize that that's one of my skill sets that everybody wants from me. It's just my energy and my time, my presence. When I'm around people, when I meet people, when I start a job, when I start anything, a lot of people like to just absorb my energy. You know, people say, oh, you're just a breath of fresh air. You know, it's good to know people like you exist, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, well, for one, they're referring to my presentation form. Remember we discussed this. So yes, they are referring to my presentation form. People enjoy my presentation form. That's not truly me, but it's a part of me. And maybe I can bottle up parts of me and give them to people when they need them, you know, and then I can also benefit from it. It's not just a draining process, right? If I can, if I can exchange it for something that's beneficial for me. So if I can exchange my presentation form for views, that'd be beneficial to me. If I can exchange my breath of fresh air persona for a couple of dollars, that'd be beneficial to both parties, and then I don't have to go home feeling drained and bitter and, you know, regretting the decisions that I made, regretting being a nice person, you know. So, and also it gives the people that I love and care about an opportunity to still be close to me, to still get to know what I'm doing every day, to still keep tabs on me and shit like that, you know, for me to still be able to influence them and motivate them, right? Because, I mean, to a stranger, it may seem cool to see this guy on YouTube talking or whatever, or it may not seem cool, whatever, but to somebody that I'm personally connected to, it has a greater impact, I would assume. You know, it's like, oh, I know that person. I'm related to that person, and look what they're doing. You know, it's unfortunate, and I don't have any hard feelings towards the people that I don't talk to. Like I said, I care about them more than anything in this fucking world, and that's why I don't communicate with them. I think that when I get to that point where I can trust myself, when I get to that point where I can trust myself around those people, then I'll be around those people again. Hopefully it comes sooner than later, but it is what it is. I think it'll all work out. What else is on my heart? That's pretty much it. As far as like things on my heart, I really ain't got nothing else. I just have a lot of work to do, you know. The kids start basketball practice tomorrow. School starts back up on Monday. No, school starts back up on Tuesday. I have a parent-teacher conference on Wednesday. I'm just working on getting prepared, getting better. Like the same shit every day. Very, very repetitive shit with a sprinkle of improvement. It's just a little bit of repetition with a sprinkle of improvement every day. Yeah, and I hate repetition. I hate repetition, mind you. Like, repetition, I hate repetition. I don't like it. It's not easy for me to do the same thing every day in the same way. Holy moly. Boring. I don't know, man. It's a new year, but I still feel like the old me. It's a new year, but I still feel like the old me. I still want to give up every day. I still ask myself why every day. Like, what's the point? It's a crazy feeling, you know, believing in yourself and then also feeling hopeless at the same time. That's a crazy feeling. Most days I don't know what feeling to feed into. What feeling should I nurture, you know? But I can tell you that every day I sit in front of this camera, I am nurturing the feeling of believing in myself. I do believe that I can survive this feeling, this moment. I do believe that I can survive this. I do believe that I can get to a point where I can thrive. I don't want to say I can overcome. I don't want to say that I can beat this. It's not something that you beat and overcome. What if I remain in limbo forever? Like, what if I'm always feeling like I believe in myself, but yet I feel hopeless, you know? I think about that possibility because I think that that's the reality, right? You can talk to old people, you can talk to rich people, you can talk to pretty much everybody, and everybody pretty much feels the same. It's like they believe in themselves, but they don't. That's never going to change. So it's on me to decide which direction I want to go in. Do I want to go the hopeless route, or do I want to go the belief route? Which way do I want to go? It just takes a lot of work to believe in yourself. Fuck, bro. And then, like, nobody helps you believe in yourself. You know how many people helped me become hopeless? Do you know how many people influenced me, gave me pats on the back, picked me up, carried me past the finish line of hopelessness? Like, it's amazing how many people line up for you when you're ready to go down the path of hopelessness. But when you turn around and you walk the opposite direction and you go down the path of believing in yourself, it's like a dark and airy road. It's like vacant, ghost town, abandoned. Nobody's there. Nobody wants to go with you. Everybody's afraid. What the fuck? I don't get it. It's crazy. I really don't understand why so many people are afraid of believing in themselves or believing in other people. Like, I do get it because I'm starting to get older and I'm starting to get bitter because I realize that I'm really just a naive little boy. That people aren't as good as I expected them to be. They're not. So I do understand the disappointment in human beings and them not living up to their assumed potential. I get it. But I'm still a naive little boy. I'm still a naive little boy, and I still believe that the possibility does exist. You know, I don't believe that I'm supposed to walk down the path of hopelessness. I don't believe anybody is. I don't believe that I will have a captain syndrome along with an immense amount of people depending on me, looking up to me in my life if I was meant to walk down a path of hopelessness. Now, maybe if I was just a vagabond, if I was just born, didn't know my family, just in the system, maybe not even in the system, just raised by monkeys, maybe then I would feel like I deserve to walk down the path of hopelessness. But I didn't grow up like that, and so I feel like I owe it to the people that depend on me to actually try and give some effort. Now, there's always black and white. There's always two sides to the coin. Now, I owe it to the people who depend on me to do something, and at the same time, it's very draining to know that the people who depend on me to do something are not willing to walk down the path of believing in me. Even still, they are afraid to believe in themselves and believe in me. But yet, they depend on me. So it's hard, it's draining, it's heavy. And if I didn't have children, if I didn't have a child at 14 years old, I probably, most definitely, would walk down the path of hopelessness, for sure. I would have been on that road already with everybody else. But he kept me alive. He kept me on the border for a long time. And I played on the border of hopelessness. Yeah, I think I would say I did go down the path of hopelessness, and I got down pretty far. I was strong enough to walk myself back. And I'm still in the process of walking myself back. You know, because, I don't know, something about the kids that I had when I was a kid, I owe it to them more than anything. I feel like I owe them so much because I gave them so little, because I didn't have anything to give. I couldn't be a father for them because I wasn't even a boy. I wasn't even a man, let alone trying to be a father, you know. I had nothing to offer them. So I have to at least try to give them something. I can't just give up. I don't even feel like I tried truly. I started feeling defeated before I was able to try. I wasn't able to try to be a father until I was like 18, 19, and by then I was already mentally fucked up because I had spent so long trying and failing. And I didn't really understand it in a healthy manner, you know.